Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. So you're obviously watching this because you've ran into some sort of financial conundrum. Maybe you have a job and you're just trying to find a way to make a little bit of extra income to do a little more of the things that you enjoy doing. Or maybe you don't have a job and you're looking for some sort of income because you simply need it. Well, I'm glad you're watching the video today because I have a couple different ideas to share with you, proven ideas that have worked for me and worked for many other people in the past. So again, thanks for watching and I hope this video helps. Okay, so the first method I'd like to share with you guys is actually working through Amazon online, and that's the Amazon Mechanical Turk, or MTurk if you Google that. Log in, register, create an account as a worker, and begin doing work. Now the work that you'll be doing on this Amazon or MTurk site is simple things such as writing an article about something that you have experience in, or just filling out brief surveys. And the pay typically ranges anywhere from 1 cent per task all the way up to, I've seen, as much as $75 per task. Now, some of the tasks you can complete in 30 seconds. Some of them you can complete in, it would take a day to complete. It all depends on how much of a task you're willing to accept. Obviously, the harder the task, the longer it takes, the more pay it's going to offer you. And I would say that if you put a hard 8-hour day in with a lunch break, but you consistently did surveys and wrote articles and accepted jobs that you were able to do, and you completed those jobs, it's safe to say that you can expect to make 40, 50, 60 plus dollars a day doing it. But granted, it is going to be hard, tedious work at times. But if you're really looking for that extra income, this is a great way to do it. The second method I would recommend doing is something that I do all the time, something that I've made good money on. I've made over $100 in one day doing it, and there's potential to make more. And this method is going to secondhand stores such as Goodwill, Salvation Army, and other stores that have the same concept as those companies do. Now, when you go to these stores, you want to look for things, and it could be really anything that there's a market for. Name brand clothing, furniture, even if the furniture is in bad condition, if it looks like something that can be restored like a DIY project, and if it's at the right price, that might be something purchasing. Now, if you know nothing about restoring projects, restoring furniture, then don't waste time buying things that you have no idea how to do. But basically, you want to find things that there's a market for, people are actively looking for. One thing that I found that people like are mason jars. So every time I go to the Goodwill, I find antique or vintage mason jars, and they usually only cost 29 cents to 99 cents a piece, and I can usually sell them for $1 all the way up to I've sold them for $8 each. Now you got to think about that. You're making if you buy a mason jar for 29 cents and you end up selling it for $8, you just made yourself a pretty good profit. And most times I go there are several jars that I can buy. It's just not a lot of people know that there's a market for them. But if you find products that they're selling and you find that there's a market for it and it's at the right price, you buy it, turn it over for a quick profit. I've done it in the past. A little quick story how I made $100 in one day. Bought 2 mason jars, went up to go pay, and they said, or no, I bought 3 of them. It came out to be like 97 cents or something like that. And I was using debit card. They told me with debit card transaction it has to be at least $1. So I was like, okay, what am I going to go and buy? I didn't see anything else. So I went back and just tried to find something cheap as I could. And I ended up finding a TI-84 calculator, brand new in the box, for $12. So I was like, score. Picked it up, brought it home, put it on eBay, sold it the next day for $85. Sold the jars that I had for a couple bucks a piece. Ended up making about $100 just in one trip. So you go and do that every day as long as you're actively putting things on Craigslist, eBay, Facebook, trying to get the things that you purchase sold. That's a great way to start bringing in extra income, and it's fun, to go there and try to find things like, oh, I could, make $10 on that. I can make 20 on this. I went there yesterday and found a hiking backpack for $6, and that's a $55 backpack, so I ended up picking that up. So, Amazon Turk and secondhand store flips, those are 2 great ways to make additional money and, help pay some bills or help pay for a night out, But I think really the key to being successful in these things is just don't overdo it. Go out there and have fun doing it, because you can have fun and make money at the same time. And I know a lot of people who actually make a business out of it. So if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to post it in the comment section. I'd be happy to try to answer them. And go out there and make some money. Thanks, guys.